So hello everybody and welcome to this Facebook Live. My name is Max Zoulek. And today we're going to talk about how to get your own no-count humanoid man. Who is your no-count humanoid man? And I know there's probably some weird sounding lingo if some of you guys haven't heard about this beforehand. So let me explain that a little bit. So no count, well, I'm going to get to that. First of all, let's talk about the humanoid part. Humanoid is someone that appears human but isn't. So there's a lot of you guys out there who think you're a human just like everybody else, just the same as everybody else. However, you never seem to fit in. You never seem to get it right. You never seem, and the things that are supposed to work for you, for example, getting a 9-to-5 job and being happy and watching the football and being happy and drinking beer and being happy and all those sorts of things don't actually give you that sort of happiness. So if those sort of things ring with you at all, then you're probably what we call a humanoid, which is you sort of appear like a person, like a human, but you're not really. You're like something different. And the beauty of that is that you get to discover how you're different, because it's not about jumping into another category of now I'm a humanoid, that means this and this and this and this. It's about gaining more awareness about your reality and what is actually true for you. So you don't reference anybody else that's around you, no matter how amazing you think they are or how amazing they think they are, is you're always in the question of what your reality is. And it's not about rejecting anybody else or creating distance from anybody else. It's about having more closeness with yourself, which then includes everybody else. So that's a beauty of recognizing if you just don't fit in, if you're a humanoid. The no count element is, and this is what we're going to talk about today. This is the topic of this particular, I'm doing a telecall in a few days' time. Today's the 22nd, which means it starts on the 27th. So it's like in 5 days. How to get your own no count humanoid man. So you know what a humanoid is now. The no count part is, it often gets confused with relationship. So when you're looking for somebody, and it is an aspect of relationship, creating an intimate relationship with a partner that you have sex with, that you hang out with, that you live with perhaps, or that sort of relationship, because there's endless types of relationships. But that sort of intimate relationship, yes, you can use this for this, but it spans a lot broader. So what is the no count? We're going to talk, this is from the Access Consciousness Foundation Manual. This is a 4-day class that there's about 1,000 facilitators, I believe, around the world that facilitate this. They're certified facilitators of Access Consciousness. And the foundation class is a 4-day class that where you get like a manual, essentially, with all of the foundational tools that you require of how to create your humanoid life. That's different, where you're in the question, where you get to discover what's true for you. And one of those elements is there about creating a good relationship. And one of those elements is about the winners, the losers, and the no counts. So Gary Douglas and I think Simone Melisis and Dr. Dane here, they sort of came up with this. Simone was asking some questions about relationship at that time, and they kind of worked out that there was 3 categories of men that she was looking at when she was looking at intimate relationship. There was the winners, basically the men that wouldn't even look at her or consider her, wouldn't have sex with her, and will reject her, right? And this is something that applies to a lot of us. And once again, it's about creating more awareness. It's not about trying to get a particular category and get it right. This is just about looking at different energies and possibilities and then being like, okay, what's actually going to work here for me? And then there's the losers. The losers are the ones that will have sex with you and they will give themselves up for you. So they basically make you God, and they're the ones that you consider are losers and you want nothing to do with. And then there's the no counts. So this is a different possibility that Basically, these are the people that they don't come up on your radar. Okay, they're like, you wouldn't even consider them for a relationship or to have sex with or to create that with. And like I said beforehand, this actually spans out further than just an intimate relationship. You can apply this in a lot of other ways. For example, in business, who are all those people that you were like, oh no, they would never come do business with me, or like buy something from my shop, or see me for a session, or hire me, or all this sort of stuff. Like all of these sort of no count possibilities and types of people that you discount out of your life because they just don't fit into either the winning or the losing category. So the no count is like this vast field of possibilities, essentially, right? So in an intimate relationship, the no count is the person that would actually be nice to you. They're not going to reject you, and they're not going to give themselves up for you and then blame you for giving themselves up. They'll be nice to you. They'll be great to have sex with, and they won't actually give themselves up for you, and they'll be grateful for you. Okay, and that's the sort of person that really will contribute to you in your life, is the ones that will be grateful for you, and they won't give themselves up for you. They'll have themselves, they'll contribute, but they won't necessarily have this winning tag that the winners have, where like, oh, that if I get that person in my life, then I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to have the best relationship and the best everything, and everything's going to be right. And those people, all they want to do is reject you and judge you and be like, okay, you know, what's your deal? What's wrong with you? Like, what? You weird fucking humanoid. So what if you could expand your gauge to the no count category? And this is what this 3-part telecall starting on the 27th of this month is going to be about. Basically a Christmas gift that you can give yourself to open up these possibilities of not just intimate relationships, but also, you know, business, work relationships, those people that you are not willing to receive from because they just don't show up on your winner and loser radar. So it's a really vast area, and we tend to have a lot of insanity about that. Relationship and sex for one, but then also, here's another thing. Let's talk about this a little bit. How much do you like to create comfortable distance, which is a very thin sliver of where you're willing to have someone within and not have them go outside of that, right? So essentially it's like, if they get too close, you have to reject them, so they move further away, so you're creating more distance. But if they get too far away, you have to like knead them back into that thin sliver of acceptable, comfortable distance, like what feels okay to you, which creates a lot of expectations and projections, both of you of that person, and then they have to try and work out, where do I fit in this person's reality? And that's never really a great basis for any relationship, is like, where do I have to fit in their reality, or where do they have to fit in my reality? There's no question in that. There's no possibility in that. It's just like, you have to try and fit within something. And if you're watching this, you probably know how much that sucks. Like when you function from that with somebody and you're like, how do I, how do I fit into this person's reality? Especially if they have a really small reality, you're trying to like cut off all sorts of parts and pieces of yourself to try and fit in there. But it even sucks when other people do it with you. Like when they're like, oh, how can I fit into your reality and either please you, or how can they work out what your reality is to try and reject you, so they can have their comfortable distance. So what if you didn't have to create comfortable distance? And that kind of like starts removing the winner and the loser element, and allows you to have more awareness of what actually is in a relationship, what your point of view is, what the other person's point of view is, and how you can create something together. So that's a little snippet into, who is your no count humanoid man? And once again, that doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. And maybe that's a woman for you, whether you're a man or a woman. But who are these people that are actually interested in and capable of contributing to your life and will actually receive from you and be grateful for you? Not by you pretending to be someone or something else, not by you cutting your arms and legs off, but by you continuously growing into more and allowing them to grow into more as well. So if you're interested in that sort of relationship with somebody else or with many others, because there's so many possibilities, then I invite you to check this out. Whether you do an Access Consciousness Foundation class where like there's a snippet of this in there, or you want to join the 3-part telecall where we really take 3 90-minute sessions to delve into this, take all your questions and change some stuff. So thank you for checking this out, watching this, and I hope you got something from this, something that you can take into your life and be like, to get a sense of how you function and to also notice how other people function towards you. It can be very enlightening, darling. So I wish I could see you guys on here and actually have a conversation with you, but this is kind of a one-way deal. Hopefully I do see you sometime in the future to get to see you and say hi and have more of a conversation. So thanks for watching this and see you next time.